Okay, so in the bottom right is player 1, we have Zested playing Valder. And in the top left is player 2, we have MVAKM playing Valder as well. So Valder Mirror, we've seen one of these before this week. It is a very good option on this map. Valder, of course, being able to build skeletons, can build an extra army. You only have one barracks, so he can really build up like a larger ground force on the map. And then he can spend his money on air units, more expensive barracks units, or he could go more sea focused as well. And this is also one of those matchups where you're going to see a larger build-up of forces. Like what we've seen so far has been like less aggression and more building up a large army and then a positioning fight across the middle. But Valder does have early aggression options as well, so we could see some of those. And of course this is a good option now, captures the village. Valder knocking it down, it doesn't really matter because he's going to get groove this turn anyway. But chooses to go for the hit on the commander and yeah, uses the sword to knock down the village, which makes a lot of sense. No point wasting your commander decapping the village when a sword will suffice and you'll get groove anyway. Ooh, we're seeing a big counter groove come out though. So how is this going to work? Goes for the crit, capture. Just injures this Valder a bit. I think he probably could have used 2 swords to hit, but decides against it. He could have been aggressive on this sword here as well. And there's nothing to deal with this Harpy right now, so Lester's gonna have this free air unit running around. Still no anti-air buy. He's even got a mage to follow up, so if a witch comes out to punish the Harpy, mage will kill the witch. And yeah, just he's got control of both these water villages, knocked down this village in the center as well. So Lester's got a bit of an economic lead, but he just lost the sword to Valder. So Valder has now got the option to really start getting the ball rolling. I guess like the card game turn is get your engine going. But he's just focusing on the economy. He's knocking down villages, he's making sure his villages are captured. He's just gonna have a bigger income. Ooh, 1%. Not what you want to see, but we're seeing MVAKM try to build more of a lead himself.
Rise from your grave.
More rising from graves is happening. Oh, and he's just trying to bully back and get the economy back in his favor. But this witch is probably going to go down to this mage. And once again, no anti-air on this side. I guess there is this witch over here, but that's not going to be available for a little while. And that won't one-shot this witch. So this witch does have the option of just running in and hexing for free. Ooh, and just lots and lots of damage coming down here. I feel like this is maybe a little risky because Valder can go for the kill. Like swords. Or I guess like merfolk hits that. But no, we're going to use the merfolk to hit the enemy merfolk. Alright, so seeing the crits come down. Probably could have seen Valder run down there and get the kill instead. Just allows him to continue to build more swords, but no, he decides against it. And unlike the previous Valder versus Valder match that we've seen, this is a lot more aggressive. They're really just like building swords, throwing them at each other. And it doesn't really matter if the enemy Valder is getting kills, because like you're just gonna get kills yourself when he spawns his own sword. Ooh, that's in range. That's pretty dangerous. There's no mage nearby either. That mage went to the north. So big hit from the witch. And yeah, this map is going to continue to be really scrappy. Lots of crits coming down. Couldn't finish off that sword. Couldn't finish off either of these swords. But chooses to go back and heal instead. And what is Zested going to do? I mean, aside from having a big economic lead, he also managed to get a thief to do gold steal. So he returned that, and he's going to be available to do it again. That means this thief has already been like gold positive. He's captured an enemy village. He's turned that gold to his own hideout. So Zested really pushing this economic lead, but oh no, he's not actually going to be able to finish. He doesn't have nearly enough stuff nearby. And like his commander's a little bit injured too, so he's just going to run back and heal. Runs the merfoot back, runs the sword back. A little bit risky. Could just run up and kill it, but there's a lot of stuff protecting it, so even though it can be killed, it's not a good idea to kill it.
Rise from your grave.
Ooh, transport ship comes down. Spears go to the front. Big heal goes down as well. So this witch is looking a bit more tanky for the moment. Oh, the big hex comes out. I think a lot of hexes this match. And MVAKM moving his forces up to the north just to protect his fortress. But look at the difference in army size. Oh, and he even gets a surround on the witch. Decaps the village. A little bit risky putting the commander here. Could see like merfolk move down and go for a crit. But there isn't too much else to follow it up. Well, this looks pretty risky at first glance. It's actually relatively safe. And just getting more free hits on the top, so maybe AKM. What's he gonna do? And yeah, there was a gold steal last turn and he used the hex, so basically no money this turn. Really getting punished on the economy.
By my hand, rise.
Free hit on the mage, we take those. Decent damage. Very gold efficient, but you're probably gonna lose the sword for it.
Rise.
And finally a mage is coming out actually, so he's gonna be able to chase this harpy off and the witch off. Zested has so much money, and this thief is only going to continue to increase that lead. Nice use of the mage. It's already pretty injured, so might as well just throw it away. You've got other anti-air on the field, and it's not like MVAKM is going to buy his own harpy or witch at this point. He's starting to bully back, so the lead isn't completely gone, but I think alright, he's gonna make sure that this knight takes the damage it needs to. That would have just been a free kill on the mage, and the harpy would have continued to do whatever it wanted. Oh, the witch does come out. Oh, skips on the barracks build. That's been a couple turns of barrack skips. So Zested is just continuing to build more and more of a lead. Winning this southern naval front, that's all the merfolk gone. He could even decap this. And I think that's actually what... No, he leaves it? Okay. I guess the merfolk will clean it up. They can't really do much else on this front anyway. And like building a merfolk at this point in time would actually be a terrible idea. Alright, what's this sword gonna do? Gonna go for that merfolk maybe? No, it doesn't go for it. In theory he could have moved his commander up here and crit with that, but I guess he wants to threaten the opponent's stronghold. Speaking of strongholds being threatened, ooh, nice archer picking off the mage. This harpy is completely immune to damage now. Even a witch hex won't kill it. Nice witch hex comes down from Zested as well. This weak is the offensive army. There's so much threat on this stronghold here. He uses his knight just to knock the health down a little bit. Sword lives, which is kind of surprising. I guess the harpy's just gonna come down. Oh no, harpy comes down to finish the knight off. And yeah, like MVAKM has to retreat back to his stronghold, but he's also gonna go in, so he's gonna be aggressive on two fronts. And you know, I had my doubts here, but he's making this counter-offensive work. That said, I think this stronghold's just dead. Yep. Not quite enough defense here. Couldn't clean up enough units. And what was a huge brawl of a match. Like, MVAKM actually managed to kill more than Zested did, but Zested, with that big economy lead, takes game 1.